Hello everyone, we are back on the Royal Mile, exploring the closes of the Royal Mile. It's been a little while since I've done one of these videos. In fact, it's been a little while since I've been out on the street just with the camera, and I'll have to say, since there's been a gap in between me wandering about talking to a camera, it feels weird again. I'm paranoid that people are looking at me. I'm not paranoid, but I know they're all looking at me. So we're going to continue going down all the closes of the Royal Mile. If you didn't watch these before, quickly run through what we're doing. I started at the top of the Royal Mile, and I'm going down every close that you are able to walk down on the Royal Mile. I can't go down every one because some of them are now integrated in part of a building, and some of them are now owned, and they've got gates in them, and you can't go down. They won't let me just walk down. How rude is that? And I'm going down as far as you can go, all the way to the bottom, wherever that close stops. If it takes me down to the end of a street, great. If it takes me to a dead end, well, also great. And also, just to remind you, I'm not a historian. I don't know the history of all of Edinburgh, so I know bits, and I'll tell you bits. So last time we were there, that's the last one we went down. Henford's Close. On the opposite side, we're going down here. Now this close looks beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's the beautiful entrance to a kitchen and cocktail restaurant by the looks of it. But I can't see a name of the close anywhere, which is kind of annoying. But we'll go down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How pretty is that? I'm going to guess it's going to take me to a restaurant, or the entrance to a restaurant, so we're not going to see much history. You know, I'm having to duck to make sure I don't get hit by these. But yeah, look, it goes into a cocktail bar restaurant. Obviously I'm not going to go down there, and it takes me to a dead end, which looks like it's got some nice seating down the bottom of there as well. Short and sweet, really, that one. Look, this is me having to duck to go over, to go under these, just to tell you I'm about 6'1", so if you're tall, you're ducking, people. So next to that close we have Trunk's Close, but I can't go down that one either. As you can see, it's got a gate on it, and it looks like it's now owned by a business. Scottish Book Trust down there. It's got a sign. It's also got a sign right there, in case you didn't see that. But yeah, I can't go down there. Trunk's Close. Closed. It's a close. Closed. Close. Okay, so that's two there. One we couldn't get down, so I'm only counting that as one. John Knox house there, in case you've seen the new American and Scots film that's just came out, or watched anything with Scottish history, you might have seen John Knox. I'm hoping at some point to go in there, be nice. But next up, Fountain Close. I don't know what the Saltire Society is. Oh, starts off quite dark and eerie. Some of these might just lead to people's houses, you know. We're getting to that sort of end of the Royal Mile as well. This looks like, just, you know, apartments, buildings, but we're not finished yet. I am going down as far as the close will allow. Oh, lights. Thank goodness for that. It's not that I was scared, but I was scared for you guys. Now, I'm going to guess that is another close that we might come to in a minute. Doesn't really go much there, and I don't know if that counts as this close, because this is the close. That's off the side of the close. Okay, we're still on Fountain Close, coming down here, and this square is where I was just pointing to there. So we've kind of came to the same sort of area. Some of you might think I just tripped down the curb. Didn't happen. I think we must have walked down that one, which is the last close I did on these. This is a nice little square area here. This is actually a beautiful little, looks like an old converted factory building down here. I'm going to end up coming down here again because that's a close there, so we'll save that. We'll come back onto Fountain Close, because it looks like Fountain Close came through here, which is now this building, but they've continued it this way, which may end up just going to someone's house. That's where this goes. Not the most exciting one in the world, but we are getting to that end of the Royal Mile where it's going into residencies now, so that's maybe what we'll find. Obviously I'm not going to walk into people's houses because I don't know who they are, and that's just rude. It has been a little while since I did one of these, and I forgot the walking up and down, walking all the way down, walking all the way back up. Okay, jumping across from Fountain Close. I'm on the opposite side of the road now. Baron Mall's Close. Now, if that isn't the name for a James Bond villain, I don't know what is. But we can't go anywhere. It's locked. Does it surprise you that Baron Mall doesn't want you to go down his close in case you find his secret evil lair? Opposite... Can't talk again, guys. Opposite side of the close. Tweedle's Court. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, this is actually built into this part of the building, which is nice. It's not the close in between two buildings. But that's a beautiful entrance into here. Once again, entering into the dark. Nice gate there as well. These are these beautiful old buildings here as well there. Old high buildings is what I meant, because, you know, the majority of them are old buildings. That is a nice gate though. Is that a bit sad? I like the gate. Excuse me, can I just say I love your gate. Your gate is beautiful. Now this is us back to where we've already been with fountains. There's Fountain Court Close, Fountain Close there. So we're back to this building that I was starting to look at earlier. So let's have a proper look at it now. It's just a beautiful little building with a random really nice little old street lamp as well. But the reason I like it is this bit here. I mean, that looks like, obviously that would turn round and lift up heavy things to go in there. That's nice. Oliver and Boyd as well. Oh, see, I love that. If you have watched these videos before, you'll know that I enjoy these old sort of signs. However, looking at it, I don't know how old that is. That's not original brickwork. That's been stuck on there at some point. But still, very nice. Some of these closes, I mean, some of them you get nothing. But some of them you just get little gems of nice little things. And exciting. Like this bit here, look at that. Now this, obviously it's an old wall. That you have to imagine this building wouldn't have been here. This wall looks like it's old. That looks like fairly original. With that sort of archway there. And then if we look here, there's that sort of archway there as well. See that? So what was here? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, but what's more interesting, on the opposite side of it, you can't see it. So there's an archway on that part of the original wall that went through, but on this side of the wall, at some point that's been extended onto and the archway's gone. Either that, or it was like, you know, a Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and you just ran into it thinking it was a beautiful big close. And just after Tweedle Court, we have World's End Close. Obviously, this is doesn't look like it's going very far. You can see that straight away. We're just going to end up at residences, I think. Yeah. We just said, yeah, it's the back end of a pub, and there's not much we can see here apart from the back end of old buildings. However, that's an old window. See, that's the old window ledge there, and then that's been bricked up. You get them a lot. If you've seen these, if you've been watching the series of these videos I've been doing, there's a lot of this. At some point, this would have looked on to this night when this was a nice little courtyard. Now it's just the back end of a pub. But at some point, that would have been a nice courtyard that people were looking out onto. I mean, those bricks don't look new, though, you know. So that's World's End. World's End Close. That's harder to say when you're trying to, you know, talk fast. Beside World's End Pub, because, as I've told you before, this used to be the gates of the town of Edinburgh. So this would be the start and end of Edinburgh originally. So World's End, I mean, the end of Edinburgh. Nothing else worth going outside for. We're over halfway down the Royal Mile now, but now we're going on to the Cowgate part of the Royal Mile. How many is that we did there? 1, 2, we got down 3, maybe 4 closes, 3.5 we'll say. So we'll do a couple more at the start of the Cowgate. So first up we come to a street. We don't do streets. If you get a car down it, we don't do it. Definitely get a car down there. And the first one we can go down here on the Cowgate, Gullens Close. Haha, back on the cobbled streets. Oh, look at that. Someone's tried to be a little bit arty, and then some graffiti artists have came and decided to change that. That's Chessel's Court there. Now we'll get to that further down the Cowgate, so we'll come back to that. So we'll continue straight down. So I'm just pointing this out as we walk down this close. This building here, look at these old, I'm walking into people's private car parking spaces now to get the shot. Look at the windows on this building here. I can't see now. Looking at the top of that, I would say factory. But looking at the windows, I don't know. It doesn't look like a factory window. It could be. Could be. I had people waving at me from the window there. I mean, no one knows me, but they're waving, which is nice. Okay, so there's where we came in at the top of Gullens Close. There's the building I just pointed out behind there. Definitely looks like an old factory building to me. That is coming off the Royal Mile. World's End pub is just there. That's the street that goes down the side of the World's End pub. This looks like it's still part of Gullens Close. See, now here's a question. Hole, it's now been blocked up. Then they put the hole back in. Hole that's been blocked up. Then they put the hole back in. Good old logic, that is. So we're starting to look like we're going into private property there. Back end of houses, car parking spaces. This looks more like Gullens Close here. Oh look, a nice little garden. Private residence garden, I'm going to guess there, for those houses there. Little wee private residence garden, that's nice. Right in the centre of town, you know, you've not got much space for at least this part of town. Royal Mile, not a lot of green areas. So that's nice, there's just a little private wee grassy area there, that's nice. Oh, now this is a beautiful little building here. Ah, I know where we are, I know where we are. Holyrood 9A. This is the back end of the Holyrood 9A pub. Beautiful pub, really, really good food. And actually, still a good looking building by its size, but they've kept that up quite nicely. So that's us back down and up Gullens Close. We cannot go into Mid-Common Close, it's locked, they won't let us. Gibbs Close, you can get into, but it's no longer a close. It is now the entrance to Mimi's Bakehouse. And you know how much I love Mimi's Bakehouse. Unfortunately, I've got a honeymoon to get ready for. I've got to lose a bit of weight. Can't go into Mimi's Bakehouse. But we've got Pyries Close? Pyries or Perries? I don't know. I'm going to say Pyries. However, I don't think this goes much places. It looks like it just kind of joins in between the yeah, it does. This is where we've just been. So yeah, look, it just comes to this road. There's the old graffiti and someone trying to paint that I told you about before. It's nice to get back exploring the closes again. It's been a little while since I did these ones. It's been a good couple of months since I did the last one of these, but that's because, you know, Christmas got in the way, New Year got in the way, getting back to work, getting a rhythm got in the way. I'm sure you're all the same. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I hate this bit, do the thumbs up thing. Leave a comment. I'm a bit behind on comments, just because of the time of year. Not that much. I will reply to everyone. Please leave a comment. I do try to reply to every single one of you. A lot of you are sending a lot of good suggestions for videos as well, which is brilliant. A lot of good suggestions. It really, really helps. It's good to know what you guys want to see. And yeah, subscribe, come join us. Ask anyone who's a subscriber. It's great, innit? Clan Broonford's awesome. You should all join. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So, till next time. Bye, humans.